Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We're looking at a stout from Washington, D.C., and it's from Bluejacket Brewing. And these just showed up in 2022 in my town. And people from all over the eastern part of the United States are telling me, well, I can't get it, and I'm in Virginia. And I say, I don't know why it showed up here.
Yeah, this one's called Mexican Radio. It kind of reminds me of that song back in the 80s, a Mexican Radio. But anyway, going forward, this says it's 8% alcohol by volume, contains lactose, sweet stout with spices. I would assume with the old luchador mask on,
wrestling,
that this is going to be one of those Mexican-inspired spiced stouts. So one can only tell. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and crack this open. It's got the great LSU Tigers colors on the front of it. And we're going to...
Well, it's from D.C., so maybe it's James Madison. A lot of schools have purple and gold. Okay. I assume you never had this.
Nope.
But I don't think you get Bluejacket beers in your town.
Why are you doing that?
Now, I was actually worried it was going to drip.
I got this.
My worries were compounded. All right.
Just get a rag or something. Just spill it. Anybody can do it.
When I used to work at Taco Bell, the manager would always say, "Don't call it a rag. It's a towel." He didn't want the customers hearing somebody say, "Grab a rag." I said, "Say towel."
That's what everybody calls them. Everybody calls them rags.
I know, but he said it was something about they didn't want to use that term. They would say,
all right.
A towel.
Okay, so moving forward. Since Jay has decided to
I'm right here.
clean up right now.
Right here.
Carrying on with the video.
Well, this is very dark.
It's very dark. It's the color of used motor oil. So if you destroyed your engine, it's coming out looking like that. It ain't gonna clean. I wouldn't even suggest doing that because they're in itty bitty mugs or glasses.
Yeah, little snifters. Not much head of foam, but when you get above 8 and above, you tend to not get a lot of foam on the beers.
I'm smelling coffee.
Yeah, a dark roasted malt, but not quite burnt, but dark roast. Now this company, Bluejacket, has a restaurant connected to the brewery called Arsenal Restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been there. I've been to DC a few times, but maybe if I go back one day, I'll try to check them out.
Right.
It smells dark. It smells rich.
It does. So let's go ahead and I'm getting the spices. This is
Yeah.
that traditional Mexican-inspired stout.
The Jocoveza thing, like
Yeah.
Stone did.
Yeah, well, that's actually somebody else makes that for Stone.
Like that spicy chocolate.
And that's what it tastes like.
Sweet stout with spices. Whatever those spices happen to be.
So, I just tasted something that I noticed on the head, and I was like, no, I'm not really smelling that. But now I tasted it. A little soap.
Soap.
A little soap.
Can't be coming from the glasses because we already drank beer out of these glasses.
Right.
Although I do wash with soap.
Yeah, it does. It kind of has like a little soap note going on with it.
Man.
It's not offensive or anything. It's just something off that I didn't expect.
I'm just tasting dark roasted barley, a little coffee, spices of whatever sort they are. I don't know. They're not hot spice. So if you're thinking of like Mexican heat spice, no. It's more like holiday spices in a
So
way.
I wonder if this has got cilantro in it.
Look at that. No head, no lacing. Cilantro?
Time out. Some people, when they taste cilantro, taste soap. So if this has got cilantro in it, there's a possibility that I'm detecting a soap note from the cilantro.
I taste bleach when I taste cilantro.
Really? I don't know. I just know cilantro kind of kicks people different.
And the seeds of a cilantro plant are coriander. Well, body is not as heavy as you would think.
And I'm starting to get like a little green note to it. So maybe they did use cilantro.
Who knows? It just says spices. Yeah, the body's medium. It's not heavy bodied. Dry finish. Sweetness, 3 out of 5. Sure cues. There's no bitterness really, huh?
Well, when they said spices, I was expecting to get something like cinnamon out of this, or
Cinnamon.
along those lines.
I never know what to expect when they use that term, that general term. I mean, salt and pepper are spices, really. You want to be basic about it, but obviously they're not using that. Bitterness? No.
It's slightly bitter. I mean, you can get that from the cocoa note in the coffee.
I don't detect it. I'm saying 1 out of 5 hop cones. To me, it's a sweet stout.
I got a feeling we're going to grade this differently because we're both detecting different things.
Yeah, I'm finding a sweet stout with very minimal spices.
I'm detecting a
No
sweet-
date. Put a date. Sorry. Detecting a sweet.
Let me know when you finish chastising people in the middle of a review.
Okay, you're
You
detecting.
finished?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm detecting something sweet, bitter, and soapy.
I'm detecting one of those 3 things.
Okay. So you ready to grade this?
Sure.
Okay. I'm still getting that soap
It's the
note.
3rd time I've tried it. I did it once on a solo, once on Stout Sunday, and now this. Soap. Now you got me thinking it's got soap.
Well,
But I wouldn't have said it otherwise.
it's not soap on a soapy note. It's almost like that harshness you get from soap. It's like a harsh,
like lime.
kinda. And it's got to be it. I know I keep on going back to cilantro, but I think the cilantro is spiced in this, or coriander, like you were saying.
I love cilantro. The pico de gallo sauce. You give it the score first, and then I'll just make mine different. No, I'm just kidding. I'll give it a true score.
It's a little heat. I think it's well put together. Aside the off note that I'm getting, it could just be me. It's well put together. Is it a stout? Not sure. It's come along the lines like more of a porter to me. Lactose. I'm not really getting lactose in it, even though it says on the can it's lactose in it. But then, whatever that spice, it's kind of off. So, I'm gonna give this a B. Just because I'm detecting something off on it.
What's your number? 80 to 89.
I'll give it an 85.
A straight B.
I can't go any higher than that because I'm detecting something off. But you're not detecting it, so I know your grade's gonna be higher.
I'm going 83. 93. 93. I love it. I think it's great. Well, maybe not great, but very nice. And Mathern's was running a sale on it. I guess they decided to not bring it in anymore, and they must have had a huge back stock. And so these were like $4 and something a piece, and then they suddenly did a sale in the last month for $1.99. And there was 3 different ones. Wonderful Pilsner, another, can't remember what style it was, another great one, and this one went fast, 8%, so people are going to get that one fastest for $1.99.
Well, and they're gravitating toward the purple gold too.
Yeah, and now the other 2 are still there, so, but, in another month they'll be gone. But boy, the prices these days for these craft beers, I'm looking at stores for pint cans like this,
Yeah.
$4.49 a can, $3.99, $4.99, $4.50, $4.85. That's a lot of money for 1 pint, huh?
Yeah, and if you've been to some of these local breweries lately to go try it fresh from the tap, it's always more than you get it for retail, which doesn't make any sense to me because if it's coming out of a keg, wouldn't it be cheaper than
Yeah, but they
you put in a can?
You're gonna pay for the experience.
Well,
It's gonna be $8 and $7.50 a pint.
no, it's. I've been to places where something this size, they'll fill it all the way to the top and sell it to you for 10.
For these little 8-ounce glasses?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, it happened to me in Birmingham this summer.
Right, sure did.
They're like, it's $10, and I got the glass, and I was like, I'm staring at it, you know, I'm like, oh great, that's great.
Careful.
I've been known to break glasses. All right, so
Maybe.
93.85. I'm saying it's most excellent. He's saying it's good. So, but hey, you gotta call it as you see
I didn't
it.
say it was good. I said it was good.
Oh yeah, he's saying it's good. I don't
Good.
have a great command of the English language, but I'm trying. And I'm gonna end this. We're gonna end this review by saying, y'all go to Washington D.C. and tour the Bluejacket Brewery, and then you can go eat a meal at Arsenal Restaurant.